This video is going to be about your best morning routine, specifically during the weekday when you go to the gym and when you do all those things that are productive. Now, typically on this channel, you know that meditating, gratitude journaling are very important in this process, and we're going to be talking about it. It's important that you do this 7 days a week, like doing them every day pretty much. So this is going to be pretty much like a productive morning. And the reason why I'm making this video is because your morning typically determines how your entire day goes out. So if you wake up and the first thing you do is go on your phone, you're losing like almost all of your productivity like immediately. You lose all of your focus for that entire day. And it sounds bullshit. I'm telling you, it's true. I've done this before. I've even experimented on it a little bit. It's bullshit. You get brain fog. You feel like ass. You're not focused, and then you don't go to the gym. You don't eat the right foods, and it's not good in general. So we're going to be talking about the best morning routine, the one that I tried my best to interpret every day. And it's a little bit easier when you're in university and you're out on your own and you don't have to cater towards like parents or anything like that. So, and if you do have parents and stuff, try to implement this as best as you can. And if you don't get it 100%, that is perfectly fine. So we're going to talk about this morning routine. Very, very important. So step number one in this morning routine, this is before you go to bed. So this isn't even talking about the morning. This is in the nighttime, before you sleep. Do not, I repeat, do not get on your phone right before you go to bed. Move that motherfucker away from you if you sleep cycle. Put it like next to your nightstand or whatever. Don't use your phone right before you go to bed. If you're going to do anything before you go to bed, meditate briefly for like 3 minutes. What meditating for 3 minutes will do is it helps your breathing, helps you relax, it helps you pretty much like get in that sleepy mood. Maybe popping a melatonin if you really had a hard day and you can't focus, but that's an easy way out. Meditate for 3 minutes briefly, or read a nice calming book, or do something that's a lot more relaxing, or just stare at your wall for 15 minutes before you go to bed. That really helps. So don't go on your phone right before you go to bed. Don't do that shit, ever. That shit fucks with your sleep. Okay, so for the hours of sleep, it's like there's a myth that says like you need 8 hours of sleep. Like 8 hours of sleep is absolutely necessary. You don't need 8 hours of sleep. Now, before I even say that, you don't go and sleep for 5 hours after. Like, oh, I don't need to sleep for 8 hours. I can sleep for 5 hours. Don't be that motherfucker. You don't need to sleep for 8 hours depending on who you are, because everybody sleeps in a different way. So for me, I get roughly around 7.5 hours of sleep, and that works just fine. Sometimes I even get around 6.5 hours, and I'm still okay. You want to get at least 6 hours, though. If you get under 6 hours, you're losing brain tissue, you're becoming sleep deprived. That's generally for everybody, so try to get at least 6 hours of sleep, but 7 to 8 hours is the most optimized amount of sleep because it helps boost your testosterone and it helps you with muscle recovery and everything like that. So try to get good sleep in, and try not to mouth breathe while you're sleeping, because that reduces snoring. It helps you with your sleep, like how well you sleep, your sleep quality. So sleep for around 7 to 8 hours and try to target there, but it's not necessary. Now, as soon as you wake up, I know the first thing you want to do is get on your fucking phone. Like, the first thing you want to do is, like, take this and go like, did she text me on Tinder? Oh my God, she did. Let's go. Don't be that fucking person. Don't get on your phone. I already said this before going to bed. Don't do it when you wake up. That's even worse than before you go to bed, because now you just, like I said earlier in this video, now you just fucked up your entire routine. You're not going to be focused anymore. You're going to be fucking, like, just on the computer. You're going to be fucking doing nothing pretty much the entire day. When you work out, you're just going to go on the machine, fuck with it. Oh, shit, my dad texted me. And you start texting whoever you're texting. Like, you're just going to lose your focus, guys. Don't get on your phone. As a matter of fact, don't get on your phone until you hit the gym. And we'll talk about that later in this video. Don't get on your phone until you hit the gym, because then that's typically when people want to start listening to music and stuff like that. Don't even touch your phone. Don't fuck with it at all. Don't get on social media. Don't do any of that. The first thing you want to do as soon as you wake up is you want to meditate. Do your typical meditation routine. Now, there might be times to where you can't meditate because your room's cluttered, or like, home might not be the best place to meditate. That's fine. You can go outside and meditate. You can look at the nature, or you can find a place anywhere and meditate for around 15 to 20 minutes. And that's perfectly fine. Now, after you meditate, you want to briefly gratitude journal. So write down several things you're grateful for that day. Now, people half-ass this gratitude journaling thing. They'll be like, I'm grateful for being here, I'm grateful for my family, like all the obvious shit. Like, I'm grateful for, like, fucking being alive. It's like, well, yeah, everyone's grateful for that stuff. The best way to be grateful is being grateful for the small things. Like, for example, I'm grateful I have this water bottle. It's awesome, I love it, I go to the gym, and it does just fine. Or I'm grateful for this laptop I have. I'm grateful for being a lifeguard and having the opportunity to work with my friends. That's what I'm grateful for. Thinking about the small things really adds up, and as soon as you get into that routine of being grateful for things, your mood's gonna literally improve. And this is what I did during my social media detox, is that I meditated and gratitude journal a lot more. And it works. It definitely works. It just takes a little bit of time. Gratitude journaling definitely helps. So you wake up, meditate, journal. Now you're going to make your bed. Making your bed is one of those things that people don't think there's like a real significant like routine, or there's not like a significant it's not significant in your daily routine. Like, you don't have to make your bed. Honestly, guys, I'll admit it's hard for me to make my bed sometimes. Sometimes I just get lazy as fuck and I don't do it. I need to do it a lot more, because what making your bed does, it helps you become more organized, and then as soon as you wake, it just makes you feel better. You wake up, make your bed and shit, and then you go to sleep and your bed's already made. It looks perfectly fine. It's one of those minor things to where it kind of adds up over time. So making your bed is super, super helpful. Now, the last one I have here is go to the gym or eat breakfast. So you can go to the gym first, or you can eat breakfast. I like to go to the gym first, personally, because if I'm doing an ab workout, I don't want to be eating a ton of food and, like, you know, kind of feeling sick and, like, having a bunch of food in my stomach. And plus, like, I won't, my weight, like, I weigh in every day I go to the gym, and it will be inaccurate if I eat food. I would recommend going to the gym first. And this is the time where you can kind of start getting on your phone. And honestly, I don't recommend you go on social media at all until, like, the afternoon or some shit, but go to the gym, take some like pre-workout if you can, because that kind of gives you the boost and making you wake up and get that pump when you go to the gym. And then as soon as you're done, eat breakfast. Now, the type of food I recommend you eat for breakfast is foods that are high in vitamins, so like vitamin C, vitamin B12. Well, that's more like meats and stuff, but like especially vitamin C, I think is like one of the best vitamins you can have during the breakfast, so that gives you so much energy after you're done like at the gym. And then protein, you know, you might think, oh, well, I need protein as soon as I'm done working out. I think for me personally, I think protein's way better if you eat it later on in the day, like during lunch and dinner. That's when you want to eat protein. But vitamin C especially, eat that shit in the morning, because that's going to literally improve your mental health, and it's going to help you with your energy throughout the whole day. So I recommend, of course, eggs are high on protein, but oatmeal too. I prefer like oranges, like very light fruits like bananas and stuff. Maybe a banana strawberry shake if you can do that. Like if you have like a blender at home, that shit's really, really cool. Those type of foods are awesome for breakfast, guys. And you might think, oh, well, cereal and everything like that. The thing with cereal, all right, is that it's bullshit. A lot of it's bullshit food. And not going to lie, I used to eat cereal all the time. And you're better off eating fruits, like light fruits, light breakfast. Typically for me, I eat pretty heavy breakfast because it's my favorite meal of the day, and I don't really have a heavy lunch. So breakfast is definitely the way to go if you want to eat a lot of vitamins and everything. So we're going to go over everything we just talked about. So before you go to bed, you do a light meditation for 3 minutes. You sleep for around 7 to 8 hours, and then when you wake up, you meditate. You do your regular meditation routine, your gratitude journals, write down things you're grateful for that are specific to you. Then you make your bed, so you organize your room and stuff. And then you go to the gym, you get that nice pump in, you're feeling really good. Come back home, have a nice breakfast. And that's like the start of your day. And then you feel great for the rest of the day. This is probably one of the best morning routines you can possibly go by. You know, people say you have to wake up super early, you have to wake up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Guys, honestly, to a degree, I agree. Like, I would prefer to wake up early. You don't have to. I prefer waking up at around 7:30 to 8. I think that's like the optimized routine of waking up. Is not super early, but early enough to where you can definitely get a lot done in one day. So that's it, guys. My morning routine. If you guys like this video, you can comment, subscribe, but you already know the bullshit. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video.